I've been thinking a lot about society as a whole and where we're going and what's been happening. I really don't follow politics closely because, especially now with the elections, it's all just he said that, he said this, he said that. And it's just a bunch of bickering back and forth, and all these rich people in suits that are just totally disconnected from the masses, the majority of the people that live on this planet. And, they say things to try to get us to agree with them and to like them, and some of the things that they say, they could be, some of them could be honest, and some of them are just blatant lies. And, it's just so confusing. And you know, you see people on the other side of the world starving, dying. Little kids are starving to death, withering away. And then in other parts of the world, you see a bunch of people that are just that they have everything, and I just see something wrong with everything that's going on and all these new laws and bills that they're passing, like the NDAA. And I mean, that's just that's one specific thing. But little by little, that things have been changing. You know, they try to say things are getting better, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and vote for me, I'm gonna do this, or vote for me, I'm gonna do this, and that other guy's lying. Oh no, that other guy's lying, and it just makes me want to rip my hair out sometimes. So I don't even really follow this stuff, but what I am following is just the state of the world and how these masses of people, especially the Occupy movement, I think on a worldwide level, we all just want to see change, and we're just tired of this old broken system it's not working. It's serving the corporations and all these rich people in suits, and it's destroying the world. People can't find work. The people that are working are barely making ends meet in most cases. And I just look around and I see all these people that are just running around trying to stay sane in this insane game that we're all trapped in, of money and control. And I'm just thinking something needs to change. Like I mentioned some of this stuff in my money video. This one's just going a little bit more in depth. It's just an overall kind of thing where we have, just on a worldwide level, people just suffering and wars, killing, and then we've got the Pentagon behind video games, as far as like shooting people and killing people and stuff like that, and basically brainwashing the youth into thinking, yeah, killing's cool, it's fun, yeah, let's go down to Iraq and blow a bunch of people's heads off. And I'm just thinking that whole kind of thinking, and it's just not doing humanity any good to just be thinking in that kind of mindset. I'm afraid of this guy, I'm afraid of that guy, killing's fun, I'm gonna go shoot him because I'm afraid of him. We're gonna end up destroying ourselves if we're all just stuck in this mindset, and all of us being separate, the rich and the poor, this country, that country, that country. I think the ultimate solution to all of this is just all of us getting together and taking matters into our own hands, and just changing the world for the better, and getting rid of all the wars and the violence and the hunger and the starving and all that stuff. How are we gonna do that? I don't know. I've been doing a lot of research online, looking around, and all kinds of 2012 prophecies and stuff, and people saying, this is one that I've been following lately. I really don't know. I'll have to see it to believe it for sure. But one of the more popular theories that's going around now is that the Pleiadian aliens are coming down, and the elites of the world want to start a World War III, and supposedly, from what I'm hearing online, they're gonna come down and they're gonna stop the nuclear war. And there's evidence online of retired military generals and all these people that worked on military bases around the nuclear missiles, and they're having these like little balls of light just dropping down from the sky, and all of a sudden their entire nuclear weapon system is down, and then it's brought back up, and then the little thing shoots off back into the sky. There's a lot of stories about that. Is it all true? Is this happening? Is it going to happen? I don't know. It's definitely very interesting. So with that being said, I also saw this video online. It was on RT, and there wasn't really a whole lot going on in the video itself, but the idea kind of scared me a little bit. What was happening was it was a small group, maybe about a dozen people or so. I'll go ahead and put the link down there. And they were part of the Occupy movement, and they had some kind of anonymous tipster or something like that that basically said that they were stockpiling weapons or something like that, and they basically treated them like terrorists, and they brought the SWAT team down, and there's all these people about my age just sitting around on the pavement. And I was reading of the caption under the video, and they're saying that the cops were pointing guns at children, and they were looking for explosives and all this stuff. I mean, it's the Occupy movement. The Occupy movement is peaceful. We're not CIA, Al-Qaeda going and looked into that conspiracy theory about how the CIA created Al-Qaeda. That's a whole other thing. The Occupy movement isn't trying to make missiles and, explosives and going and blowing things up and shooting people. No, that the Occupy movement just wants to change things for the better. But I'm just thinking, because the Occupy movement, everyone has a right to be upset, and they're starting to see what's happening to all of us as a whole, and they basically want to end all the corruption in the government. The way I see it is they're on the right path, but I think it needs to go a little bit further. Like I said, I just think a lot. The way I see it, we need to have an entirely new system, an entire new way of the people, way of living on Earth, and it's not, it's not going to be that they need to hustle and bustle 9 to 5 just to have your little house and whatever you got, and be struggling to pay bills. I just don't see life is supposed to be like that. Life is meant to be free. We're not supposed to be in this little control grid like sheep, basically praising the almighty dollar, and everything revolves around this almighty dollar, and you just can't do anything, like I was talking about in that other video. I've been thinking more about it. I'm just saying the entire system as a whole just needs to be redone, reworked, just totally knocked down and just redone. It's not serving humanity. It's just serving the corporations and the rich people in suits, and it's for the most part making the rest of all our lives miserable. So I don't know, are aliens going to come down and help us? I don't know. Are we going to have to do it ourselves? More than likely. I really don't know. But I just think we need to change things on a worldwide level, and just basically just start all over, pretty much. And just get rid of all these corrupt governments all around the world. And I don't really have any specific ideas for replacing it, but looking back and seeing how people used to live back in the ancient times, the Mayas and the Egyptians, and but maybe not all those, they had their flaws and stuff, but there seems to be evidence that there's been civilizations on Earth before that knew how to live peacefully and in harmony with the Earth, and getting along and not destroying the planet and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking we need to return to more like something like that. but we can still have technology, just not, to be going and making the biggest bomb you can possibly make, and all this other stuff, and spy drones and missiles and guns and bullets. I think we just need to focus in a new direction. Yeah, I guess just a direction, and hopefully things fall in place. I'm thinking way in advance here, way down the road, because I just like to think a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I know this is a pretty confusing video, but I'm trying to organize my thoughts and get this out the way I've been thinking about it to myself. If you guys have something to say, want to drop me a comment. If you agree, disagree, let me know. Video ideas, throw them out there. I'm always open to new video ideas. Go ahead and subscribe. The link is up there. Yeah. Catch my next episode.